Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are getting back to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is episode 49. And Pride doing a little feasting of his own on Gluttony. But look, last episode was wild. You folks all know what happened. I can't wait to get to it.
Yeah, now that Pride has 2 stones, I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see what he has in store for our crew.
Still waiting on the promised day. I knew when, we a few episodes ago, I'm like, I wonder if they're going to go right into the promised day. They did not. It's got to be here soon, right?
Mm-hmm. Soon.
I mean, we know it's coming soon, but I mean, as far as the episode, it's got to be here soon, right?
Good things come to those who wait, so let's go!
Folks, before we get started today, we wanted to give a shout out to our official sponsor of our Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood reactions, Stylin' Boxes. Stylin' Boxes are the perfect gift for collectors, super fans, and anyone obsessed with pop culture, because not only do they get a box full of awesome stuff,
They get the thrill of being surprised. You pick the theme, movies, TV shows, horror, anime, retro cartoons, and what's inside is always a total win.
There are over 150 different boxes to choose from, and some of them include rare, hard-to-find items you just won't stumble across at the store.
each box comes with 5 to 8 officially licensed items. Collectibles, wearables, mugs, props, socks, bags, blankets, stuff that makes you say, yeah, I'm definitely keeping this.
And here's the kicker. The value of what you get is always more than what you spend. So not only is it fun, it's actually a great deal.
And you don't have to worry about sizing. Every wearable item is one size fits all or adjustable. Hats, socks, blankets, bags. It's grab and go fandom.
And once again, all the items are high quality and officially licensed. No knockoff junk, just legit merch made for real fans.
So if you're shopping for a fan or you are the fan, Stylin' Boxes is a no-brainer.
Pick a theme.
Open it up.
And get ready to wish that you had ordered too. You can get yours today at stylinboxes.com. Once again, grab yours today at stylinboxes.com.
Oh, we always look to the title screen to see what it's going to give us.
Yeah. Sometimes they fake us out and it never even happens.
Yeah.
Like that, what was that, the last intro they had where Ed was up against all the homunculi in the field, and like we never even saw that and with that title sequence. Kimberly. You still got that white sport jacket? I keep waiting for you to bust that thing out. We made the references.
It's got to be around somewhere, isn't it?
I don't know.
Find yourself a nice white fedora, my lady.
That I don't have.
Wow,
I have a
we
black
can fix
one.
that.
I bet there's a place that you could order one and have it sent right to your front door.
As the fierce battle rages towards the promised day, Ed manages to safely retrieve Al from Pride's clutches. Pride devours Gluttony in order to obtain his abilities.
Come with us if you want to live.
Take her as their hostage.
Roy effin' Mustang.
Filial affection.
Can you hear me? Alphonse!
I know that smell. Father would step forward to save you if I chopped off one of your limbs.
Oh.
Oh, geez. Looks like he's trying to do a whole lot more than chop off a limb with those spikes.
Whoa.
That's a creepy trick.
We need some more of those flash.
Oh boy.
Feels like he's just toying with
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Going after greed now.
Rain.
Not quite. The name's Green.
Oh, he switched back.
And he's back.
Oh boy.
Oh, just a mob.
Oh.
That wasn't good.
Oh, the shoulder.
Oh, nice.
I can take care of myself.
Then prove it to me.
This is no time for pride.
Exactly.
Sorry I couldn't kill the little bastard.
Can't exactly fault you for that one. I consider him to be a monster.
Oh, greed.
That face.
Oh boy.
Oh, what is this?
Alphonse!
Dad? Pride! He took control of my body!
Mr. Gory has told me all about it.
It's Darius.
I feel violated.
The homunculi are basically your relatives.
Old Man Fu?
Oh, they're both in a rough way.
Guessing you must be Edward's father.
That's correct.
That shadow monster devoured the fat homunculus whole.
None of this would have happened if I hadn't let Pride catch me.
Well, let's not think about the past.
Sun Dwellers are going to be headed straight for Pride any minute now.
You're a pretty brilliant alchemist, right?
I guess. I know a thing or two.
I mean,
We need a false dawn.
I can see you more clearly without those trees in the way.
Damn it. Are you still breathing over there? Does wheezing count?
Jesus.
I wonder how much longer you can survive.
Shut up, you beast.
I might have to eat you.
Ah, Salim.
So you've chosen to show yourself, eh, Hohenheim?
The hero always waits until the last second to make his move.
In most shows and movies, yeah.
I'm not dumb enough to try and fight you.
He must be plotting something.
must be.
Here he comes.
Oh, almost made it.
Yeah, you weren't going to rush him
No.
from the back
No.
like that. No way.
This is just a false plan.
Ow, no!
Trickery indeed.
It's either that or he's supremely stupid.
Or Fu is on the inside.
Don't ever mock my son.
Oh,
Whoa, what exactly is going on here?
See some of Hohenheim's
He's got
power.
his hands in his pockets the whole time, too. Oh,
Gotcha.
got him.
No more shadows. Oh, didn't even flinch.
Uh-oh. Someone's in trouble.
Al's trapped in there with that monster!
Al was the one who suggested this.
That does sound like Al.
As soon as you try to make an opening to leave,
I don't remember saying anything about leaving.
he doesn't need food or sleep.
No.
Until the promised day is over, you stay put no matter what.
Oh, therein lies your strategy.
Told me what you were...
Your brother told me not to. He said that you'd be against it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's true.
Well, it's true. Big brother defending him.
It's the only way to make sure everyone would survive. Try to understand.
It's not a bad plan.
Brother! I only have to stay in here for one day.
So Lust is dead, Wrath is at Eastern Command, and they've got Pride under lockdown.
Opens the door for you, doesn't it?
What the hell are you planning? I'm planning on ruling the entire world.
Wants everything.
World. Oh boy. They're showing Kimberly.
Yep.
We haven't seen him for a minute.
Any of you know how to get to the Kanama slums?
Kanama is just south of the city.
Did that little girl ever meet back up with you guys? The one that always carried that cat didn't go back to Shing after all.
You boys out celebrating tonight?
Look at that skullet.
Behind blowing up the train Bradley was on?
What was that?
I just assumed you must have led the other Ishvalans to take your revenge on King Brad.
My brothers would never lower themselves to such cowardice. Them as heroes, not terrorists.
And we're pretty sure that he died in that
Oh, yeah.
bridge explosion, aren't we?
Of
Yeah.
course.
I think they made it very clear.
I need to learn to draw the line somewhere when it comes to
There
my
he
job.
is.
It's the
And
worst.
the fun isn't even scheduled to start until the sun's up.
Promise day.
I doubt my dad would have made the walls thin enough for a child to tunnel out. It's not that hard to surprise you when you think so little of us humans. You're too arrogant to see that things might not go your way. Like your plan to use us. It was too sloppy to actually work. What if we had simply decided to run away to a different country?
true. Just look at Rath's wife. I was almost run over by a car. She risked her life trying to shield me with her body.
Get some backstory.
And I realized what it was like to have a mother.
How could you deceive her all this time?
And one step up from them, we have you and your brother. You never would have fled and abandoned this country. How were our plans so sloppy?
Oh, boy.
There's something with that sound going on, I think, where he's rapping on the helmet.
We should start getting ready.
What happened here? Darius?
Kimberly ordered you to track us down and kill us, now didn't he?
You're
Dr.
paranoid,
Marco!
idiot.
So you're still working with Scar.
The band is back together.
Piggy, Gorilla, and Fatty! Shut up and stop fighting!
You want to mess with us, Shorty?
Shorty?
Oh boy, they call him Shorty.
Well, he didn't respond.
It was all too obvious that Kimberly considered us to be expendable.
There you go.
I know for a fact that these guys would never abandon us.
Made the right choice.
I was worried there one of them was going to hit the mound and like break it open and Pride was going to get out.
Where'd the old guy head off to?
He's gonna do some recon in Central.
I love it when they run like that.
But I'm kinda getting the feeling that he's mostly concerned about Ling.
Sure.
We've figured out our strategy.
It's almost time, huh?
Al's doing everything possible to keep us safe. The rest of it, that's up to us.
Let's go. Finally getting the red cloak on.
Hit us with some music, too? Well, it's here. There's the sun. It's Promise Day.
The Promise Day's begun.
All right.
Do we have a post-credit scene here?
We do.
Oh, man. Don't look at the sun, you'll blind me.
It looks like there's a building on fire.
Do not go outside the house today, all right?
The only one we need alive is Roy Mustang. The Fuhrer's wife is expendable.
Everybody's expendable around here.
Wow. Wow.
Well, I wouldn't expect any less.
Are you going to shoot?
The only one we need alive is Mustang.
Whoa.
Oh.
No.
And of course they wouldn't show us. Oh, wait.
No. Remember.
Yeah, they
They
always jump into it.
They always give us a preview of the next episode, which we refuse to watch.
We don't want that. Oh, what a battle. What a way to deal with Pride. Just put him in a big giant dirt pumpkin. I mean, that's a
dirt pumpkin.
Giant dirt pumpkin.
I love it.
That's what it looked like
Pretty
to
much
me.
what it looks
But
like.
yeah, I was kind of wondering, what their game plan was. If they were, I thought maybe they could kind of pull a Hobbit and just talk to Pride long enough until the sun came up, and then he would, not have any shadows. But even with the sun at early sunrise, you're still gonna have shadows, so that wouldn't exactly work out. But we have our whole team together. Well, for the most part, we have our team together, and everybody can kind of start talking a little bit. Scar's back and trying to put things together. He just got the news about Bradley. And again, we had another episode where we didn't find out what happened to Bradley from our point of view. I mean, look, I think we can all speculate and probably figure that he didn't get taken out on the train. That'd be way too anticlimactic if they did. But nonetheless, that's still in the back of our mind, and Scar found out about it. Pride is such a tough enemy to defeat because, where is there not shadows? Okay, only in complete darkness and in complete light, and it's hard for most of all our heroes, if not impossible, for them to fight in the dark. So I like how Hohenheim came up with the idea he did, and let's not forget he didn't even have to take his hands out of his pockets to make that happen. He's regular Orange Cassidy, that guy.
Oh my
like
God.
that.
Orange,
But so has his hands in his pockets the whole time, traps Pride in the giant dirt pumpkin that I said there. And Alphonse, to his credit, was willing to be used as bait, but I think he knew, look, he's only got to make it through Promise Day with them. Worst case scenario, maybe a little bit longer. Now, he still is, having the effects of not having his body. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play out, because we had those couple of episodes where it was really affecting Al not having his body after Ed saw what he did when he went through the big door. So I'm curious how that's going to play out with Al. And I wonder, is Al going to be able to have the same effect on Pride that he's had on the Chimera, on Greed, on a number of other folks who maybe weren't as willing to help, but then came around to his side? To me, I think the chance is real slim, like maybe 5-10% that Pride can be convinced to see the error of his ways, just because he seems so hell-bent on completing his mission, and the way they wrote the character of Pride, it just doesn't seem like there's an opening there at all. I mean, you maybe could have convinced me with Gluttony that maybe there was a chance they could turn him and get them to kind of join their side the way they did with Greed to a certain extent, as well as the Chimera. But yeah, I don't think it's going to happen with him. And speaking of the Chimera, I was pleasantly surprised to see that we didn't have like an incident where, oh, you're working for them. And then we have a big battle and then they got to try to figure it out. They were able to figure things out pretty quickly. And now all the Chimera are essentially on our side as well, because they're like, Kimberly didn't care about us. We were just expendable cannon fodder. And I think that's kind of one of the main themes that we've had. You've never heard that expression, cannon fodder?
Yeah, we heard it.
That?
We heard it all the time in Attack on Titan. They loved saying cannon fodder.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, so I liked how the Chimera were pretty quick to figure it out, get it together, join up, and they realized that Kimberly had them as expendable, didn't really care about them. And I think that's kind of one of the big themes that we've had in here is when people start to realize that they're being just used for somebody else's ultimate goal of power or control, they wake up pretty quickly when they're given the option. And they're not, even the villains in here aren't necessarily super gung-ho to accomplish the mission once they realize that they're not a part of the final vision and they're, like they said, expendable. So a fun episode. It could take a ton of twists and turns here before the finish, because we got, I think 20-ish or so episodes left. So I'm excited to see where things go from here.
It's crazy that we have that many left, because it feels like where we're getting to leading up to the Promise Day and everything that's been happening, it really feels like we're getting close to the culmination of the story, but really we've got a third of it left. That's wild.
Yeah, this episode was really good, especially with how they were able to, outwit Pride. And obviously as Hodemheim comes in, he's like, you don't have enough power to fight me. Oh, well, you think I'd be so stupid to do that? And then just encapsulates him, because you have to make sure that, Al is going to be there a day, but is he going to be strong enough to be able to deal with Pride? Because right away, he already threw your plan was so sloppy. And then Pride goes, really? Whose plan was sloppy? Going right through exactly why, hey, there are selfless people in this world, and you happen to be two of them. We knew you weren't going to flood the country.
Yeah. And we've seen Al have people get in his head before.
Yeah, and so that's the big thing that we have to worry about with that. And I don't think it's going to get to the point where he breaks him out. My thing is with him smacking, because he keeps smacking on his helmet with that stick, is that somehow making a sound loud enough for someone to hear? And if it is, who is it going to be that would come and break him out? My guess is I know we haven't seen him and we thought he's gone, but Bradley all of a sudden hears it and busts him out. And then if that's it, then it's gangbusters for the homunculi, or for the homunculi. Well, yeah, for the homunculi and Father, because they're all still at Central. And what is the end game now too? With Mustang, they got them all in there, and they found out now that everyone's expendable. So how are they going to get out of that situation?
A lot of gunshots.
Is there someone that's actually on their side? Is there something that he's going to do that's going to take care of everyone around him? Like Mustang, like he knew they were all going to run in and get him at that point. So what does he have planned to take care of everyone? And then what was the plan other than sending Fu up ahead to get some recon on Central? And by the way, also, Scar found out that the little girl that that Mei Chang is in town with Xiao Mei, the panda that everyone calls a cat, which I absolutely love.
Little cat.
That they're back in town because she didn't go to Zhang, and so now Scar is going to be fearful for her because he doesn't want anything to happen to her, obviously.
Or the jar of envy.
Obviously, too. Because as soon as that gets out and becomes a parasite and gets onto someone, it starts all over again. And somehow, if it gets to Father, it's going to get another stone, and then grow to be the same envy we had to fight before. But the one benefit, the one caveat of that is that of her alchemy is different than so many others, that she can help out. She has the healing alchemy. She can help out anybody on the battlefield, so to speak, which they haven't used her to that full potential. And I'm hoping they do moving forward, or they think of it that hey, she can really be beneficial here. I know she wanted to go back to her country with, a stoneless envy, but just go back to the country and, try and help out her country the best she can. But this way she can help out the whole world and then go back. or the whole country, so to speak, and then go back to hers. So it's getting really good, and I just want to know what their plan is other than sending Fu ahead, because they got to get there real quick, especially if Mustang's already circled.
It seemed like Roy was waiting for him. The way they kind of had
He
everybody
did.
set up, they already had Bradley's wife on her knees, Hawkeye right there. It seemed like he was waiting for her.
And then I think they were waiting, and then they wanted her to hear them say everyone's
take
expendable.
out everybody. Yeah.
Everyone except for Mustang. That's all we want is Mustang, so that they're willing to take out her, Bradley's wife, because she's expendable as well.
Yeah, wait till their plan backfires, and then Bradley's wife goes back and reports. Well, he can't really report because we know Bradley got taken out.
Oh, come on.
There's nobody to report to.
If she were to be able to report back what happened, that could have serious consequences. Yeah, this episode was good. It was really, really good, and it finally at the end of the episode, we have the sun coming up on the Promise Day. I've been saying it feels like a half dozen episodes now, like, wait, the Promise Day it's got to be coming soon, right? But we know it's finally here. Sun's coming up. But the lead into that was really cool. And to have Father and Al come back with this kind of outside the box thinking plan.
Hohenheim, not Father. How dare you?
Excuse me, Hohenheim.
How dare you, sir?
Oh, wow. How dare you, sir, Hohenheim. Not Father. Well, Al called him Father earlier on. Father.
No, it's his father, not the father.
No, he doesn't call him Father, though. He calls him Dad.
Dad, yeah, excuse me. To have Hohenheim guy, not Father. Put him in the dirt pumpkin as Mason Quinn. Now,
I like that.
Going back with the way that it was formed, it does look like a pumpkin a little bit, but that was really cool. Again, we've been through, how many episodes seeing Pride just come in and throw stuff at people that they're just not ready to handle. And it's been just over and over. How do you defeat this guy? The spikes turned into saws and we're chopping down trees, and Lin Fon's arm is all jacked up. And it's like, okay, we're not in a good spot here. Al puts himself out there. Bait, which can be dangerous in a lot of situations, but not when Pride is stuck inside the giant pumpkin without his shadows or his ability to use any weapons. And of course, as we know, they could probably sit it out here for a long time. I don't know what Pride's body is capable of doing or not doing, but we know the human body. You go about 3 days without water, and things start becoming real no bueno for your survival chances. Now, granted, Al was only talking about they needed to be in there until the Promise Day is over. But if there's not any rush, I vote for just keeping, although it's kind of dark, right? Like, but there's this little boy.
It's a monster. It's not a little boy.
I know.
Yeah, you have to remember, that is.
But that's kind of what I'm thinking this whole time as well. Why don't we just keep Al in there for a few days? I know it's dark, it's scary, and he's a young kid, but that would be my strategery in this particular situation. But Hohenheim and Al have a plan, so we're just going to trust that plan goes the right way. Mason Quinn, you brought up a really good point as far as the Chimeras. It's like you realize, like, hey, like part of you wants to be like involved in something, bigger, right? Like I'm an important player in this plan, and its success maybe not relies, but my involvement is, going to be a piece of this, the puzzle that needs to happen in order for us to achieve the goal. And when you find out, like, you're kind of expendable, kind of not that important. And look, even if you are important, look, they might play a key role, but when the end goal is achieved, if they're just going to be discarded, thanks for your service of 40 years. Here's a pen and a certificate. Hit the bricks. It starts to get real easy to start aligning with other people, and that's what we're seeing happen here. The whole thing at the end with Bradley's wife and Mustang, that was interesting. And I think, look, you think Mustang got hung up that easily?
I don't think everybody was in their positions ready to go with Hawkeye right there.
Roy effing Mustang. We really think He just, all of a sudden they've got him. Like, no. If Roy Mustang is in a bad situation, it's because Roy Mustang had planned to be in said situation.
I think Answer's right on that one about Roy wanted Bradley's wife to hear the plan.
Yeah, I mean, where your loyalty's going to lie?
Yeah, because we just watched it real quick. They show Bradley's wife gasps.
Yeah,
like, really?
You'd expect she'd be safe, right? The wife of, I mean, the Fuhrer. Let's who is more safe than her? Well, she's expendable. We don't need her. Yeah, wait till he finds out. Hypothetically speaking, of course, because he can't find out because we lost him in a train accident.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, another great episode, and I am just I'm so pumped for the next one. As I said, sun came up. Promise Day is here, folks.
Well, and surviving and or stopping or doing whatever they have to do to Promise Day, that's only the beginning. Then they got to get after Father, not Hohenheim, but Father.
Father, yes, we know. Father.
You were getting them wrong. And I want to understand what the Brosh right here that they showed him at the end, what is his involvement?
Yeah, I'm wondering
Denny
if
splashed that.
Yeah, well, that whole kind of family. I'm wondering if that's just to give us a point of view of the citizens' point of view, and maybe going forward in the episodes as Promise Day progresses, or maybe the story progresses, maybe we'll just see more of their, point of view of somebody who's not in the battle.
Because he runs off, and at first when we saw Mustang going like that, I thought that was him like putting on his like gloves.
Yeah.
And he was another one that we hadn't heard or seen from it yet.
Yeah, I kind of just took it as a third person's point of view, or just seeing what's going on. But who knows? Could have a bigger role.
Could have a bigger role. Hey, but we'll find out in the next one. Maybe not. So hopefully you're enjoying as much as we are, or you already have, and we are now. So for Appleton Oak, Mason Quinn, I'm of course Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals. All right, let's get this going. It's as close to skipping intros, but I'm not gonna.
Given that it's episode 50, that's a landmark episode.
The only one we need alive is Mustang. Kill the rest.
Okay, we're picking right up. Good.
Yeah.
What you get?
Did their guns all backfire?
Oh.
So that was a direct order to kill the Fuhrer's wife, then?
Has our country betrayed him? Has my husband chosen to abandon me?
You're just his pet.
Promise that we'll protect your life. You can be the one to tell our country we were always on their side.
Well played, Mr. Mustang. Never a doubt in my mind.
Nope.
This'd be a kill shot. What?
Boy.
That could
femoral artery.
Femoral artery.
I was expecting Grumman.
He's sorting out the wreckage. Has Mrs. Bradley been informed yet?
No.
Oh, the old mirror around the corner trick.
You sure are popular, Colonel. I like to think so.
He just walks out there.
Why the hell aren't they dead yet?
They appear to have a full platoon of soldiers now, sir.
Plus, you have one that can go like that.
I love the look with the cigar.
0 casualties. Yep.
Yeah, he's not killing them.
He's just going to sit back there and chomp on his cigar.
Some big war hero in his fault.
Doesn't really seem to live up to his legend, does he?
Yeah.
All of his explosions have been pretty tame.
Be careful what you...
That blew my eardrum.
Ooh.
What's the toll? It's a miracle no one's been killed so far.
you think?
They've got the hero of Ishval and the Hawk's Eye on their side.
Shooting everybody in the legs.
Unless...
Oh! Right on the top of the foot.
No doubt about it. What do you mean they're not killing anyone? Send in Dimitri and Kim's squad. I want their dead bodies stacked in front of me.
Whoa.
Jesus.
They're systematically whittling down our forces.
Colonel Mustang must have gone soft. If there's one thing softer than Mustang, it's the men under your command.
Oof.
Might as well send in children.
Oh.
Central has never endured a full-scale assault. Your men are lacking in proper experience.
But if the right person was in charge...
Why don't you let me step in and take command of a battalion?
There we go.
You are being held here as a detainee and nothing more.
You don't understand a single thing about the resolve of my troops. They know to abandon me if confronted with a crisis. My troops would simply write me off for being too weak. Don't even begin to assume that you know the soldiers I've trained.
Every soldier is an army.
Let's tear the throats out of any spineless fool that tries to get in our way.
The one with the red eyes back there.
Wow, that's aggressive.
Every single one of my men is capable of defeating a grizzly bear. And
Oh, there goes that alligator arm.
Yep.
More troops? That's impossible. Well, are they using sorcery or something?
Sorcery?
It looks like they're from the north. They're from Briggs.
Oh! A little bit different technique than Mustang's men.
Where the hell is that supply unit? Just leave me behind. Roger that.
Pretend.
They didn't even hesitate.
Round up all of the men that we have left.
Imagine being
Fresh
in battle
ice cream.
Running out of ammo. Like, how helpless you must feel.
Oh, here's our ammo.
All sorts of goodies.
There we go.
Oh, Goddess Rebecca, I love you.
Fabio.
It's good to see you, Colonel. Second Lieutenant Maria Ross.
Hey.
Oh,
Returning to duty without
who's
permission.
back?
I'm surprised they haven't charged in by now.
Oh, we got mortars now.
I came all the way to Central to find a good man, but you're all just a bunch of sissies.
Oh, shit.
Oh, here comes the ice cream truck.
They're Shingy's tear gas bomb.
I didn't know you were involved in this.
All set.
Oh, we got comms.
I'm honored to have your support.
Whose ass do you think you're kissing?
Look who's back.
Over 80 years in business, we offer everything you could possibly need.
General store.
Who do I send the bill to?
The office of the Fuhrer. Start a tab.
We're using a lot. Good to see Havoc back.
Colonel and the Briggs troops have made their move.
I do have a countermeasure for his transmutation circle.
All right.
That's good.
Backup plan.
If we destroy his container, I might be able to kill him.
How do we find the bastard?
How do we find the bastard?
Can you watch things here, Heinkel?
Of course. I think you should stay behind as well.
Oh, back to our pumpkin.
We're heading out now.
Be careful.
Morse code?
Something. It's gotta be.
Or it could just be.
Oh,
really
no.
bored.
Call off your soldiers right now.
you strip me of my command.
Yeah. Can't do anything.
Yeah.
This father guy must have told you his plans.
The select few of us will ascend to even greater heights.
That's how it always works.
All of the sacrifices made are an unavoidable part of it. What?
Oh! I was wondering why they let her still have a sword.
You don't know anything about sacrifice, and yet you're the first to talk about its necessity.
Oh, man.
You're betraying your country.
I'm still not as merciful as our celebrated hero of Ishvar.
No.
Oh! Oh, she did it.
Olivier doesn't hold back.
I'm guessing she's going to pop dude with a sword through his arm, too.
It's like, why do these guys think that father even needs them?
Major Armstrong!
What are you doing here, Sergeant?
Okay, so he's a sergeant.
Okay.
Mustang and his former subordinates have chosen a path of dissidence.
That devious coward.
Well.
No.
The man has got to be pure evil!
Oh, look at the sweat going down.
Yeah. There's Fu.
General Armstrong shot and killed General Gardner at Central Command.
Just gonna slowly make my way around here.
It feels like the presence has somehow tripled in size since yesterday.
Oh boy. Is that pride hitting the helmet?
It's either that or it's Sloth doing some digging. Told him everything.
The military's got it completely blocked off. So much for that.
Shouldn't have let him have a... Why did Al let him have his head?
Shouldn't have let him have a stick.
The third laboratory. This is perfect for me to throw some weight around and use my title. My name's Edward Elric. Scar is trying to kill me!
Hands up!
His face.
That was a mean thing to do.
Ah, shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Found it.
Oh, nothing I love more than a secret door.
You and your secret doors.
Why do I have to go with him?
You told me that he was somehow able to turn off your alchemy. My alchemy is a little unique, so I'll be fine on my own.
My own.
A little unique.
Do everything you can to destroy him. I'd rather keep the young lady's company for myself.
Pervy old man.
Let's go. You're getting desperate to search for the Xingyi's prince, aren't you? Go find him. You care deeply about him, don't you?
Indeed.
Don't need to worry about us.
Be careful, and thank you.
I hope Hohenheim was referring to the whole group.
What a pathetic excuse for an army. They can't even handle those Briggs mountain monkeys.
Oh, jeez.
We still haven't finished the soul bonding tests.
Shut up.
Whoa. That's right. They're going to unleash. They got that whole army.
This is the exact kind of situation we worked so hard to make them for.
Almost like armored greed copies.
Oh, shnikes.
Teach those treacherous rebels a lesson.
Oh, forgot about these guys for a moment. Oh. Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
I had completely forgotten about the dummies up until this point. Because we had those couple of scenes.
Mannequin soldiers.
Yeah, those couple of scenes where they got revealed. And then, of course, we've been so busy with everything else. I completely forgot about that whole army that they had underneath there. So that was wild to have that at the end. I mean, maybe our team can get there before they're fully off their life support things, and maybe we can figure something out. Otherwise, I think we're in for some pretty epic battle scenes coming up, which would be cool in and of itself. So the thing with those is that, Mustang and company, certainly not Olivier, but Mustang and company are trying to not take anybody out. They're just injuring them, doing the Terminator 2 to everybody, going around and hitting them in the knees. But Olivier doesn't care at all, and that was pretty shocking. I mean, that is her style, so I shouldn't say it's it's not surprising, but it is shocking that it happened right there in that room. It had the old sword through the arm and then took out the guy with the glasses, fell right down through the door. She's all business, and like I said, her army, her soldiers don't even need her. They're all kind of if you excuse the expression, they're all an army of one. They all know what to do, so they don't necessarily need a leader to be telling them, and they'll fight till the absolute death. So that was pretty wild that she was able to call them out on that and basically had that plan in her back pocket. So who knows how that's going to work in. I'm sure her team will have no problem going after the dummies, but if those dummies are equipped kind of the same way that Greed was originally with, the armored skin sort of thing that they could use, they're all going to be incredibly difficult to defeat. The only upside is I think sometimes the way they do the writing, some characters are kind of in the background for a little bit, and you forget a little bit what they're capable of. And and in this case, I'm kind of thinking of Marco. He was able to put one hand on Envy and wipe him out. And Marco's kind of been in the background here for a minute. He's been hanging back with the Lion Chimera. So is that going to come into play somehow? I mean, I just don't know. There's so many different angles that they can go here, and the speculation is part of the fun of watching the show. It is to speculate and to think what's going to happen, and then you dive into the next one. But nonetheless, what's one hell of a reveal, and everybody knew that something was going on down in the sewers, and Pride has been communicating with Father, assuming sending Morris code of some kind. It was interesting how the sound got so loud down there where he was. And it just started out as the quiet taps on Al's head. But I think we all kind of figured he was up to something. He's not just tapping away on a helmet because he's bored. There's definitely something going on. And look, I don't think you can hold it against Al. At the end of the day, these are, 14, 15-year-old kids being in these situations. So Al's not going to catch everything. And, we've seen Al's been able to be manipulated sometimes by our enemies. So again, I think just something to consider before we get a little upset at Al for not catching that. But yeah, a great episode. I love the action of this one, of everything that's happening. I love how Olivier's playing these guys out for fools.
Oh my God.
I love how Roy is multiple steps ahead of everybody, and Central's army is, really nothing more than a paper tiger without the alchemists. They're regular run-of-the-mill soldiers, but what they're up against is such a high level, they're pretty much useless. And also good to see Ross and Havoc back in the picture. That was a fun little twist that I wasn't ready for. So yeah, a lot of fun on this episode, a lot of surprises, definitely. So episode 50 was indeed a big one.
Yeah, big one indeed. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I thought that Al should have had his head on the whole time, so that way he has nothing, because he could even use the helmet. Like he was saying, don't use the stick, you're not going to get out. Well, if the helmet, you use that's a little bit more, sharp.
Could have dug with the helmet.
Yeah, you dug a lot better with that.
Remember, it's complete darkness, so he might not know where he is. You could maybe hear him and figure it out, but
yeah,
they are.
And now that he's hearing the thing, Al could probably walk right up and grab it. Because now, does that mean that Father's going to come and get him out of the dirt pumpkin, or what is he going to do? Or was he just telling them, hey, they're about to attack, unleash fury with on everyone? But what I like too is with Roy obviously being 2-3 steps ahead like he always is. What was great is he's not taking out his own soldiers. He's only injuring them, and it's not even critical, as they pointed out. They had 95 injuries and then 0, casualties, and then he even goes, they're not even that critical. They're fine. They can't fight anymore because they're hobbled. Like you saw, Hawkeye just took out one in the foot. Now when the Briggs soldiers came in,
that's a little different.
From what we saw, I guess that wasn't the plan for them anymore. So what I think he's trying to prove is that he's like, hey, look, yeah, we're taking out, but we don't want to take out the soldiers because Roy, expects to take over, or
beat 'em.
or Grumman is expecting to take over after the dust settles and clears, and so he wants to be like, look, I didn't want to take out any of you. I wasn't going to take out any of you. I wanted to lead you after the fact, so I wasn't going to take you out because that's how I am with this situation, because I know you're under false, orders and what you should have done to us. We understand that so that's why we're not going to take you out. And you would think that the one what was his name that thought he was like, oh my God, he's mocking us. He's like, no, he's trying not to take you out. Yeah. That's what he's trying to do. But obviously when the Briggs came, they all bets were off. And then we saw that the post-credit scene that was whatever his name, Denny Brush, that he is actually a sergeant, and so then he's against obviously everything Mustang is doing too. So I wonder if he's going to come into play even more, because they didn't introduce us to him by accident, but then he told Armstrong about what Olivier did, and it seemed like he was a little bit upset that he took him out instead of just knocking him out, but that's the way it is. And because poor Armstrong, he knows what's all going on. He just has to play the part of, we'll send the soldiers this way and do this. Like, he still has to be part of the command without being part of the command and helping Mustang and crew out on the, from the inside. And and I didn't know that Olivier, when she stabbed one dude, I thought she was just going to shoot Lieutenant General, but I did not think it was going to be right to the
dome.
Right to the dome. And so is she going to fight her way out of there, or out of Central, or is she going to try and get those soldiers on her side? Like, no, listen to me. These guys, we're going to sacrifice. And that was great. That was a great speech by her as well. Like, you guys know nothing about the battlefield, yet you're sitting here willing to sacrifice everyone else like you've been there. She's like, oh, I'm just sick of hearing it time and time again. Yeah. And so that's why I was glad she actually stabbed the dude, because he was he's like, don't worry, a select few of us. We're going to lead us to
How classic
grace.
is that? How classic is the idea of, oh no, we're going to be the select few with Father. He's going to keep us around.
He's going to keep us through.
What? What does he need you for?
I guarantee it. Yeah, he's going to keep us for our souls.
Yeah, for more souls. That's
so
all.
It was great that she just basically took him out, and because all of us are thinking the same thing she's thinking, and then says about the whole, you think that you're going to be saved? Like, none of you are saved. None of you are going to be okay after this. You're all going to be gone. And then we see that, they're going to release the humanoid mannequin soldiers anyways. So it's like, that's what they created them for. So they don't even need soldiers because they're expendable. And you can just keep creating those guys. So it's getting really good. And like, I'm worried about Jotunheim just because he let Lan Fan go. But I know it's because he's confident and he knows his alchemy won't be subdued by Father. So I'm just wondering if we can still trust him. That's the one thing I worried about. And like, it seemed like that's what Ed was thinking too when he saw him walk away, like with Lan Fan. He was wondering, what is he up to? What is he thinking? So I'm very intrigued by what's going to happen in the next. Well, we have 65 total, correct? 64 total, and we just did 50. So we got 13 episodes or 14 episodes left to see what goes on and what happens the rest of the.
Well, it doesn't help that Hohenheim looks exactly like our big baddie in terms.
Well, Hohenheim wears glasses.
I know.
It's like he's Clark Kent and Father is Superman.
Bizarro.
So Bizarro. So yeah, I'm definitely intrigued by what's going on.
Bizarro Superman.
This show, well, as you guys all know, this show is getting really good. So cannot wait for more.
I not that I made any groundbreaking predictions, but again, last episode talking about how leading into the Promised Day was multiple episodes. Of course, I should have very well known that the Promised Day itself wouldn't be one episode, which of course it's not going to be. But yeah, it's super interesting seeing the battle tactics that Mustang has. They picked up right where they left off, which I really loved, given us going right into the scene with the Führer's wife. And it was interesting that Mustang didn't really have the answers for that she was looking for, other than we're going to protect you. And it brings up some interesting questions. The only thing is the fear is gone, so we'll never really get a clear answer on some things. But, but I'm glad they picked up right where they left off. And then it was really interesting to see that they're purposely doing injuries that are going to take them out of battle, but not take them out permanently. Although a shot to the inner thigh looked real close to where that femoral artery is, so you got to be careful with those. But yeah, we saw them running low on ammo. It was nice to see some old faces come back, helping them out with the ice cream truck, which was definitely loaded with some things that aren't ice cream. Lots of guns. We had some mortars, so that was pretty intense. I'm a little, I don't want to say disappointed in Al, but the fact that Envy was sitting there, ding, 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 because I was thinking last episode, okay, is it some form of Morse code? And is it warning people outside what's going to happen? Is it trying to provide where his location is so they can come get him out? What's happening here? But the constant ding, da ding, da ding, da ding, it was like, okay, something's happening here. And even if something wasn't happening, wouldn't it just get annoying?
Yeah, probably would, yeah.
Give me that helmet back. Stop it.
Especially if it's on Al's head.
Right, and they wouldn't know how thick those walls are from the inside. So even, look, if they're however thick or what they're necessarily made of, but if you had a helmet with a giant spike like that on it, you could probably dig a hole in a dirt wall that was, a few feet thick in a relatively short period of time. Doesn't look like he turned it into concrete. So you would have thinking they would have taken the helmet away, period, but they didn't. So that was really intense. I am very curious to see what all of our Cyclops soldiers, how they change the landscape of everything that's going on.
Yeah, it's like, are they going to be individually powerful, or is there just so many that even if they're weak, they're just going to send waves and waves and waves of them at our heroes?
It's tough to say, and it was interesting because it looked like, when they're hanging there upside down, it looks like they have eye sockets. Then they have those red lines on their face, and all of a sudden the one eye just pops out. It's like, okay, that's interesting. So if they're super powerful and with those numbers, that's going to be real no bueno. But even with limited powers and the amount of numbers that they have, I think they're going to be real problematic. So we've got 14 episodes left to go.
Yep.
So
it's
gonna fly by. But I wouldn't be surprised if half of those episodes I could see them, all being, all around the Promised Day, and maybe the last, half of the episodes being about hopefully what we see Al getting his body back. I don't know if Ed's going to get his original arm and leg back, but right now Al being, of course, I think my bigger concern, at least. With Ed, it's like, I mean, would you? I don't know. Would you want?
It worked out for Jax in Mortal Kombat.
Would you? That's a real question, though. Would you want to have one? Like, if somebody gave me an option, like, hey, you basically get an automail arm, or a Winter Soldier arm, essentially. At my age, I'd be like, sounds pretty cool. I mean, what's? I mean, can I shower with it? Can I swim with it? Can I get a list of pros versus cons with this particular arm? And so, again, I'm just trying to say, look, I'm not that we don't want to help Ed out, but I think Al needs to be
is
top
a little
priority.
bit more important.
But does that whole process kind of all come as a one-time group thing? If we're getting bodies back, everything happens at once. It's not like we get to pick and choose.
I could get a few Philosopher's Stones. So
we might need some of those.
A lot of those.
We
might need some of those.
A few of those stones. Look,
in the right hands.
In the right hands. That's the most important part. Look, this show is getting really good. I mean, 50 episodes in, it should be good, right?
It's getting good.
It's fun. It's finally getting there.
We're 50 in. She's eating up.
She's starting. She's finally preheated. No, this show has been amazing from the word go. We cannot wait for more. So for Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm Of Course Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.